New age cores. Interesting. I remember, back in my day when the only core was a scientific GI tract animation video on YouTube. And by the way, I still think about that video to this day, and I used to wish so much for someone to edit sound onto it, honestly I still do. And then there were the Lion Core videos, that shit was peak. Don't even get me started on the crossovers. There were random channels I came across that had other interests other than just core. Obviously there's the elephants in the room, furries, but it was so much more than that. I remember seeing people do core content with feet involved, some mixed in gainer content. There were edits of belch videos, and so many other random crossings. The core community was truly one of the most diverse communities I have ever observed. However, slowly but surely, I saw more and more, what I like to call, core slop. Before you go to the comments, yes, I know this has technically always been a thing, but I'm not talking about the low-effort sloppy content. I'm talking about the high-effort content. This is my message to all core artists, please, please, stop making the acid green. Look, I get it. It looks great like that. But can some of you guys experiment a bit? And okay, yeah, there are exceptions to this. And I agree with you. That's why I'm mentioning it right now. But please, even if you just make it a brown sludgy color, dude, that it looks so sick. Okay, now this is my message to all core audio makers. For the love of core, stop using the Jesk audio pack. There, I said it. Sorry, but someone needed to say it. Okay, I get it. It's super easy to just download it, but as someone who has listened to a lot of core audio over the years, it's so easy for me to identify when someone uses a super commonly used sound in their audio, which most of the time it's a Jesk sound. Don't get me wrong though, it can still be great, and I'm pretty sure this could just be a me problem. But again, there are exceptions to this, and holy fuck are those exceptions so good. I won't name any names for the sake of YouTube, but some of the audio makers in the core community are god tier. Okay, sorry about that. Back to the topic of the video. Core slop nowadays seems to be getting out of control. A lot of the stuff I see nowadays, and even to a lesser extent in years prior, are just plagued with unoriginality and sometimes even laziness. Now that's not to discredit the creators of core content. Keep doing what you guys do. But sometimes the core content isn't even being created. It's being generated. This is where AI comes in. Oh AI, how I love you. Does it even need an introduction? And does it even need an explanation other than yes, even core is affected by AI too. Sometimes when I get on Twitter I see AI core content that just digests my soul. I regret making that joke, but I needed a way to end this AI conversation. Because AI sucks and I prefer human-made everything. Sorry if you think otherwise. That's not the only way core slop is being spread though. There's also those core games that I know have always been a thing. But I've always hated them, because they use looped sounds most often than not. And they also just look so generic. This is no disrespect to the creators of those games or to the people who record the videos. But come on, if a game is that old, I feel like there's enough videos made on it at that point. This is 50% just a me thing. Now there's also low effort or lazy content, which is self-explanatory, but I don't mind it that much since most of it comes from budding chorists. I'm never saying that again. Anyway, for my final PSA, this is directed towards the core actor type people that make IRL type core videos. I'd really like muscle core, please. Muscle core is such an underserved category. This is 99% a me thing though, but I just want to imagine being trapped behind abs for once. Anyhow, thank you and bye.